Alright, let's get back to the previews big catalog. Last episode was a little short, but should be able to pick things up now. We got Doctor Strange, Dimension War. The mind-bending original adventures of Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, are brought to life for a new era by New York Times best-selling author James Lovegrove. Stephen Strange, one of the best surgeons in the country, survives a horrific car crash, but at a great cost. His hands are irreparably damaged, and he can no longer perform surgery. When no doctor can help him, he seeks out mystic help from the Ancient One, a man rumored to possess unearthly talents. So begins the journey of Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. It's basically going back to the original story, and there's so many other things you guys can talk about. Why we have to redo and redo and redo. We get that he's a character. His name's Doctor Strange. Let's just go on some fun adventures with him and all his groups of characters and see what happens. But no. Instead, let's rewrite what we've already wrote 100 times. We have Bug Wars, number 1. It's by Jason Aaron, Mahmud Asrar. Man, those are cover artists. So we got a mini-series premiere. Slade Slaymaker is a kid from Alabama, suddenly lost in a vicious world beyond his imagining. A world of marauding ant armies, spell-casting spider witches, and beetle-riding barbarians. A kingdom of tiny but deadly warriors hidden in his own backyard. The same world that saw his father eaten alive by insects now plunges young Slade into the middle of a brutal bug war to decide the fate of his family. It's said who it was from already. We got Stay Out of the Woods, one shot by Joe Pruitt and Butch Geis. A nightmarish terror once again haunts the shadowy woods of a small town community. 3 young friends have to confront their own childhood fears. Undead creatures that stalk the living, an enigmatic tree that seemingly collects souls, and an ancient forest entity that seeks to reclaim these lands as its own. It's Tom Sawyer meets Pan's Labyrinth meets It in this coming-of-age tale of redemption and courage in the face of pure evil. We got The Hive, number 1. All it says is sex, violence, and bees. Welcome to the Hive. Okay, now we got Creepshow and Love one shot. This one I'll be picking up. I gotta find my pen. Make sure I mark the ones that have something on the page I care about. Make sure I get my order right, because the company I order with, every time I get my order all built, go through the whole catalog, the next day or two, my order's gone. They do it to me every month. It's like I apparently should have to wait a week or so after the new catalog comes out, but by the time they get their catalog out, my old company has had theirs out for 3 weeks, so it's like I'm getting impatient. And sorry about the breaks, but I'm at the last of my coffee in my cup, and it's getting cold. So I gotta drink it up. But we got Creepshow and Love one shot by Mirka Andolfo and various, and then a couple cover artists. We got Romance plus Creepshow. This 3-course special is for all the lonely hearts out there. First, murderous Mirka Andolfo spins a horrifying yarn about the Valentine's Day killer in Madness of 2. Then petrifying Patrick Horvath concocts a love potion for accursed Casanova. Finally, Yelpin Yo Pyong Oh and Paranormal Pure invite you to the zoo for the worst first date ever in Penguin Avenger. So I can't wait to find out what that Penguin Avenger story is about, but this is the first creep show with 3 stories. I believe, unless their other one shot was also 3 stories. I could be wrong. Okay, jump a few pages here. 2. It looks like Hell is a Squared Circle by Chris Candon and Francesco Biagini. Is wrestling noir a genre? It is now. Ted the Irish Moussaka Walsh is a third-tier wrestling heel with a problem. Himself. He's behind on rent, child support, and his career. But he thinks he can change things. As he attempts to take control of his life, his actions leave him with blood on his hands. Ted finds himself on the run from the authorities and the darkness of his past. As Ted tries to escape his former self and build a new, better future, his mistakes come back to haunt him in the ring and out of it. It's a one-shot, so I'm considering it. I don't know if I really want the drama. I'm looking for a variety of wrestling books right now for a special wrestling podcast I want to do. But I don't know. Not really sure on that one. We got Midnight Rose one shot by Jim Starlin, Nicole Jelinek. So you can't go too wrong with a Jim Starlin book. Usually they're kind of interesting. Join the legendary Jim Starlin and Nicole Jelinek on a journey through the life of a singular, frightening, and very human creature, Midnight Rose. A particularly bizarre tale of loneliness, love, and what happens when you can't help but give in to the vengeance growing deep within yourself. Yeah, I'm considering that one, but I don't know what's up with these one-shots being so dang $8-9. I mean, dang. We got Miskatonic, Even Death May Die one-shot by Mark Sable and Giorgio Pontrelli. The horrifying events in the Miskatonic Valley have torn apart retired detective Tom Malone and ex-FBI agent Miranda Keller. Miranda tries to escape a deep Okay, this doesn't make sense. Miranda tries to escape a deep one concentration camp, and a traumatized Tom is obsessed with finding and freeing her. But soon they both start sharing dreams of Cthulhu, a monstrous entity in the South Pacific who will soon awaken and bring about the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and we'll be fine. We got Piecemeal one shot, Cullen Bunn book, and Simon Kodronsky. Nice team up there. 5 high school kids soon to say goodbye to each other and to the lives they have known enter the Nightmare House, the source of local legend and superstition. What they discover within the crumbling old house fills them with terror. A human brain floating in a jar of murky liquid. Soon the teens find themselves stalked by a vicious killer, a murderer intent on building itself a new body, piece by piece. Yeah, we'll see what this thing is. The Replacer graphic novella by Zach Thompson, Arjuna Susini. The 1990s. Tragedy strikes the Beharel family in the form of a debilitating stroke. Now the youngest child in the family is convinced his paralyzed father didn't truly fall ill, but is possessed by something sinister. He believes a demon, the Replacer, has come to take away his jolly, agreeable, tech-obsessed dad. But no one seems to see the monster, and with every passing day, his father falls deeper into the clutches of evil. Based on Zach Thompson's true story of coming to terms with a disabled parent, The Replacer is a meditation on loss, tragedy, and fear told through the eyes of a 9-year-old, a horror tale about learning to walk again, even if a demon has to teach you how to do it. Sounds kind of interesting. Alright, we got Spectral One Shot. That's not new. I mean, it's been out before, but we'll mention it. Wando. I gotta see about my side light. See if it's going to affect the thing too much. See if I can get a good spot for it. That's not too bad. You guys can handle that little bit of brightness in the corner. Spectral explores the unnerving spectrum of fear through 4 terrifying tales rooted in a cosmic game of twisted karma and phantasmagoric terror. 1. What is at stake when sentient technology manipulates a man with projections of his desired self? 2. What are the consequences of excommunicating a member of the 9 planets? 3. What is discovered when an explorer travels to Mars to ascend the tallest mountain in the solar system? And 4. What happens when a scientist aboard the International Space Station is confronted with the most horrifying aspects of humankind? In what realm of fear do these stories exist? Spectral. Alright, we got Tales of Mother F. Goose One Shot by Frank Thierry and Joe Eisma. The 3 little pigs are gluttonous casino owners. Little Miss Muffet is a hard-nosed cop with arachnophobia. The 3 blind mice are ocularly impaired assassins. Puss in Boots is a feline-faced scumbag. Welcome to Mother F. Goose, where your favorite fairy tales are turned into twisted characters right out of a Tarantino movie. We will make you a promise. This is the book that will ruin your childhood. Sorry, kids. Other than that, looks like trades and graphic novels, putting collections together. I might have to check out that Mother F. Goose. We'll see. It just sounds kind of fun. Alright. Just got to go a couple pages over to, let's see, Hardstyle Juice. HSJ, Hardstyle Juice. Wrestling is big business in the arenas across the country, and for the Castros, it's the family business. King Castro is the patriarch of the family. He's also the manager, booker, promoter, MC, and owner of the local independent wrestling promotion, KCPW. His daughter Ramonita, Mona Castro, has dreams of going to business school, but also has a penchant for wrestling. And his son, Ray Castro, is the star, a real showman. Ray is known as the King of the Death Match, and he's on the verge of getting a contract to go pro. But when a shocking in-ring death occurs, it sends the family spiraling out of control and down the path of revenge as one big question rears its head. Was it an accident or was it murder? Pro wrestling built the Castro family, and now it's about to tear it apart. The worlds of pro wrestling and family crime drama collide in Hardstyle Juice from Clay McCormick and Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. Another wrestling one, also full of drama, so I don't know. Let's see, let's look at some of these panels. Interesting panel. He's got some weird ass legs going on there, how they're bent back, kind of like an anamorphic type character when they do it wrong. Yeah, not sure if I'm into that. I'm not into the whole mafia family type storyline. But still could be interesting if they do it right with the whole old school wrestling promotion stuff. We got Marie Lovett's Porcelain. Okay, the reason I highlighted this one is because these are some beautiful covers for if you ever want to check out Marie Lovett's Porcelain. Let's see what it's about. I can't remember, it's been so long. Beryl's life in the desert, living with her aunt and her cat, is relatively simple until the day she finds and enters the dollhouse. Stuck inside an ever-changing mystery house that hunts children and turns them into dolls, Beryl goes on a psychedelic journey where she must face the notion of her own limitations and move past them before she becomes the building's newest prey. Collects all 5 issues, but you get these awesome covers. And it's like, I'd almost pick it up just for those 5 covers. It's limited to 150. 5 comics, $20, $4 a comic, specialty covers. It's a decent deal. I would consider it. I will consider it. We will see. Seems like my list this month is pretty light anyways, so might have to throw something fun in there. Now, this I want to check out. Yes. Okay, this is crazy. Because if you watch my most recent half-price video, my half-price haul video that I did just a few days ago or whatever, I mentioned this. Jimi Hendrix Electric Requiem. I got the hardcover. And they're represented here. They're not showing, it says offered again, but does not have a price. I'm curious if they're going to go with the $25 price tag or if they're giving a discount. Because I just picked it up at Half Price Books, hardcover version, $3. Gotta watch for those deals. I know that's not a good way to support people, but damn it, shit gets expensive. Yeah, Quested, no, that's volume 2 of the trade paperback. Why did I have this marked? I'm not sure. But for fans of the Quested, there you go. Fans of American Psycho, you got stuff here. And they have a variety of packs of comic runs. The special covers this month, I noticed. Vampiro, Rockabilly Apocalypse, Pin-Up-Apocalypse, all kinds of all kinds of apocalypses going on. I don't know. I'm stumbling over my words. Archie's Valentine's Spectacular. OS. Brand new story. This is the official comic of Valentine's Day. You are cordially invited to join Hearts, Flowers, and Candies on a tour of the romance capital of the world, Riverdale. Let the 3 spirits of Valentine's Day sweep you off your feet and show you why, in Riverdale, everyone gets a Valentine's. So I'm waiting for it, but we're going to see all these little Halloween characters, Christmas characters, Valentine's characters. I think we're going to see them all clash together pretty soon in their own book. If it's not out there, but I would think I would have seen it if it was. We got Through Red Windows #1 by Ron V. and Joel Jones. When alien plutocrat Harlan Roderick invites his young protege Athul Lal to live at Roderick Place in downtown Manhattan, What Othul believes to be his first step into the inner circle of the world's elite soon turns into a living nightmare. Othul discovers that Harlan and his illness are inextricably connected to the high rise where secrets and monsters from both Harlan and Othul's own lives lie behind each door.
It's just me.
Yeah, and I'm recording stuff. What do you need? Do you need to go to the hospital?
No.
Is it important?
I don't need anything.
Is it important that you need to interrupt the thing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lila, I'm recording. I'm just asking you a question. Is it something important?
No, nothing.
Okay, then I'm going back to my recording. Sorry about that, everybody. I just, I get lots of interruptions for what reason, I don't know. I don't know why. If it's not something important, I don't know why they'd want to interrupt me. But alright, where was I? I don't even remember. Through Red Windows is a grim thriller with overtones of gothic horror, loosely inspired by Poe, but with a very modern twist, not for the faint of heart. It's for fans of Wall Street, Succession, The Game, and Channel Zero. They got other images here. It's like they spend a lot of money on these full cover pages for their comics when they could put it all in 2 pages. But hey, it's their money. If they want to spend that much to show all this stuff off, that's fine with me. I will look at it, but not necessarily going to buy it. Alright, we got Last Flight Out of Wichita, #1. This is by Clay Moore and Max Shatter. 2 Vietnam vets in the heart of a depressed 1977 America make a bad decision in an effort to make ends meet, and find themselves in the middle of mob double-crosses and the ensuing violent fallout. Soon, the full force of Kansas City's organized crime, including the city's Black Mafia, the infamous Purple Capsule Gang, turns to Wichita looking for 2 desperate men, their money, and a few pounds of flesh. Last Flight Out of Wichita is a thoroughly modern take on 70s noir, swinging from Las Vegas to Wichita and beyond. For fans of Fargo, In Cold Blood, and No Country for Old Men. And they also got lots of imagery. It's like paying for a full page just to show that cover. I don't think that's really worth their money, but hey, that's what they want. Alright, next up we got Endeavor by Stephanie Phillips, Mark Lammy, and Lee Louridge. From 1968 to 1971, the HMS Endeavor, commanded by the famous Lieutenant James Cook, sailed on a voyage of discovery around Tahiti, New Zealand, and Australia. It didn't end well. Now, a modern-day tourism company is offering a luxury trip aboard a near-accurate recreation of the ship, Endeavor. For a hefty fee, elite passengers can experience history with all the modern comforts. The vacation of a lifetime, until the unthinkable happens, and 7 children are stuck aboard the ship, alone, and adrift at sea. Rough seas and rations are the least of their worries, as they quickly realize the real enemy is each other. For fans of Lord of the Flies, Yellow Jackets, Endeavor is a modern-day survival story from Stephanie Phillips and Mark Lammy. They gotta pick other better movies to represent their comics. I'm just not into those ones. There's a couple more cover images, but they don't have no page imagery for this one. Alright. Now we're taking a little bigger leap to, let's see what's on here. These are all ongoings. We got From the World of Minor Threats, Welcome to Twilight #1. Of course, by Patton Oswalt and others. We also got Michael Allred doing the artwork in this. So it's like, yeah, I gotta get it. Because of Michael. And Patton's worth it. That World of Minor Threats has been interesting. The Barfly was fun. But I really want to read the original run before I keep getting into all these side issues. But let's see. Twilight City may be home to the minor threats, but they're not the only down-on-their-luck supervillains and heroes struggling to find their way. Comic book superstars Matt Fraction and Mike Allred reunite to tell a twisted noir tale about fame, dames, and homunculus-faced monsters in Minor Threats. Welcome to the Twilight. Benjamin Brock Brankowicz is a washed-up, bird-winged actor who is not a superhero, but he once played one on TV. Now Brock spends his time on the superhero convention circuit, trying to cash in on his fleeting fame, drinking away his problems as he fades into obscurity. But a chance encounter with a mysterious woman empowers Brock to fight for a life he once thought was over. Can Brock learn to fly again? Or will his vices and the ruthless gangsters on his tail clip his wings for good? Yeah, I'll probably pick that up just because of Mike Allred, but I also might wait for the trade down the road because they're not telling me how many issues. It's like Barfly was only 3 issues. I'm not sure how many issues that next kind of gangster style run was. Can't remember the name of it, but I did not jump on that one. I think it might have went more than 3 issues, might have went 4 or 5, but I could be wrong. What do we got on this side? Sister Imperator #1. Sister Imperator has been integral to the band Ghost and its lore since its founding. A representative of the clergy, she and her past have been shrouded in mystery. Until now, discover Sister Imperator's hidden history and the gruesome events that led her to become the woman both loved and feared by so many. From her innocent origins in a small town, New England, to the force behind Ghost. I don't know what that Ghost represents, but so I couldn't really tell you where that's coming from. They have a Star Wars The High Republic Phase 3 Crash Zone trade paperback. That High Republic run, every little piece I checked out was very enjoyable, but it's been all over the place so far that I don't even know where to begin. Alright, we got Usagi Yojimbo, 10,000 Plums. The next run for the ongoing Usagi series. One of the Shogun samurai strongmen becomes immediately suspicious when Usagi, Yukichi, and Gen are found wandering in a huge field of the Shogun's prized plum trees. With a series of strange events gripping the local village with fear, can their appearance be a mere coincidence? You will have to read it to find out. I know I will. Oh no. Lost my page. Can't lose that. Let's see. This is 236, it looks like. Anything else on this page? It's new. Who are the Power Pals? Washed up actors Derek and Alex have been best friends ever since playing teen superheroes Swallow and Buzzard in the 90s TV show Power Pals? Wait, you've never heard of it? Don't worry, you're not alone. It was canceled after 3 episodes. But that small taste of fame left them hungry for more, and they've been trying to get back on the Hollywood train ever since. After being fired from their studio security jobs and dropped by their agent, the middle-aged pair decide to don their old costumes and thrust themselves back into the public eye. Walking the Hollywood Boulevard alongside the popular cosplayers, when a video of the duo defending tourists from being badgered by a pair of rip-off characters goes viral, the attention inspires them to fight more crime. But when their low-level crime fighting inadvertently disrupts the plans of a crazed crime boss, their friendship will undergo the ultimate test, and it, or they, may not survive long enough to enjoy the newfound fame. Alright, let's see. Do we have anything on this page next to it? Nope. So I am going to end this round here, and I will get back with another round in a bit. Alright? Keep falling under the call of MS. Rate, review, subscribe. Tell a friend, and we'll get back to you soon.